It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today it's a matchup of David and Goliath between the Colorado Rockies and the Hartford Yard Goats. Grady Johnson, the southpaw out of the Golden State, gets the call here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
For Colorado, center fielder, Charlie Blackmon.
First pitch on its way. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Lots of sunshine in the forecast. 83 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2. Count still at 1-2. The 1-2. A little bouncer that goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the first inning can reveal a lot.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Mallory moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. And a moment now to peek at the Rockies starting lineup. Dero, what's your take on this team today?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt, one thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those. How could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
That evens it up 1-1. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, Dero, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Way out in front.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys, getting ahead, and he's done a very good job of that so far.
Right on the money, and he's cut down trying to take second base. Line, but speared on a hop. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. One hit's all they get. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. John Gray is on the mound for the Rockies in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, the pride and joy of the Oklahoma Sooners. Former first-round draft pick by the Colorado Rockies. Big, strong guy, John Gray. 96 to up at 100 miles an hour. Good, hard breaking ball, and his changeup has gotten better every year that he's pitched. The key for John Gray, throwing strikes. If he keeps the ball in the strike zone at 98 to 100 miles an hour, he is really tough to hit.
In there, and it's 0-1. The 0-1. Here's a high pop-up. Arenado has a play. Makes the play, 1 away. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark DeRosa, what do you have for us on this lineup?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher uncomfortable, stay on the attack, get into the bullpen. That's the name of the game. They let this guy settle in, he'll breeze through 7 strong.
Coming to the plate now, Fletcher Mallory. He'll swing it from the left side right here. Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. One out, nobody on. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Now the 2-1 pitch. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? LeMahieu ranging into shallow right. He gets there, and that's the second out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Into the box now, Wyatt McClory. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1.
Now this pitcher's feeling the flow right now. 2 outs in the first inning. He's got really nice mechanics working right now and blew that fastball right by him.
1-1. He's in there for strike number 2.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
Lays off. 2-2 now. All even at 2-2. Here it is. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3. Julio Castilla would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch is a wave and a miss. He struck him out. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. So next it'll be the number 4 batter for the Rockies, Nolan Arenado. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The pitch. And that's in there for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
And a neck-high fastball that time.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
Two balls, two strikes to Nolan Arenado. Soft liner out toward left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Stepping in now, Ian Desmond. Runner goes for second. No balls and a strike to count. Arenado aboard here at first with nobody out. Ball one. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. Arenado rounds third and is digging for the plate. Now the relay home, but not in time as he's across with the run.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Striding in for the Rockies, Trevor Story, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Macias fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. You want to talk about shutting a running game down? The guy behind the dish has an absolute cannon. I mean, you will not see guys get but two-step lead off first base today.
Coming to the plate now, Ryan McMahon. He's set, and the pitch. And a slider tails outside for ball one.
He's going to have to make adjustment on that slider away. He can't just make it a non-competitive pitch and allow these guys to take. He's got to start that a little bit more over the middle of the plate to get that swing and miss on the outer half.
1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman. Now the 1-1 pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. McConnell ranges to his right, and that's the second out.
Batting 8, catcher, Chris Iannetta.
So coming to the plate, Chris Iannetta. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And here's one that misses, so the count runs to 1-2 now on Iannetta.
He has to be greedy, working the outside of this strike zone. He cannot allow this guy to get back in this count, especially with the pitcher on deck.
Men on third with 2 down. Still 1-2. The 1-2. Again, he sends it out of play. Here he comes again, 1-2. Straight 3 called as he can't get the bat off his shoulders. Side retired. Rockies do get a run in the inning on this RBI double. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Colorado. Leading off the inning, Julio Castilla, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Julio Castilla.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes.
Counts 1-0.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Fouled away. Swing and a miss, and that'll get a groan from the home supporters here. 1 away.
So here's how the Colorado Rockies are positioned defensively. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist, the ability to have range both right and left, and makes all the routine plays.
Stepping into the box, Ralph McCollum. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Strike 1 to start the at-bat.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Bases are empty, one man out. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Settling in now, Russell Macias. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now here's a ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Gonzalez, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
A single run good enough to do it today. 1-0 the final score. The Colorado Rockies took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. John Gray is credited with the win. Grady Johnson only completed 2 innings and is charged with the loss. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
The final line score for the ball game this afternoon for the victorious Rockies.